to Get Vegetable Gardening 101. I am Janet Doberly, coming from downtown Greens. We are a community green space located in downtown Fredericksburg. Today, we are going to be talking about healthy soil practices. So why are healthy soil practices so important? Healthy soil makes nutrients more available for plant uptake, which of course is very important. It lessens the need for fertilizers because not only can the plants more readily access their nutrients from the soil, but if you follow these steps that we're going to be talking about today, it will keep more nutrients in the soil, which will reduce your need to add fertilizer. So here are some habits for healthy soil. Avoid walking on your plant beds. If you walk, drive, push wheelbarrows over your plant beds, you are compacting the soil, which reduces the pores in the soil that hold air and water that your plants need. So if you avoid walking on them, avoid pushing things over them, that will keep your soil a lot healthier. Avoid disturbing soil when it is wet. Of course, the picture we're using here, this is actually flooded soil, but even when the soil is just very wet, if you till at all, or walk, of course, or disturb the soil in any way, it damages the soil structure and can cause compaction again. So if your soil is wet, don't dig in it, don't till it. I would even avoid planting anything when it's very wet, or even weeding. So if it's a rainy day, just find something else to do. You're going to want to avoid over-tilling your soil. Every time you till the soil and churn it, it loses its nutrients and the structure starts to break down. So you want to avoid any over-tilling. If you look online, there are movements that are called no-till movements, where people don't till at all. That does take a lot of planning, and it is good for your soil. I like to practice low till, which at the beginning I give it a good till to prepare the bed, but then after that I try to plant in a way that will avoid having to till it further. But if you till or if you don't till, just try to reel it in a bit. Don't till too often, because that can really damage your soil. Try to avoid allowing your soil to remain bare. Obviously, we can't always have plants growing in our soil. So, if you don't have anything growing in your soil, here are some ways that you can keep it from just sitting there bare. When it sits bare, it is losing nutrients and is also more susceptible to compaction caused by a heavy rain or people walking in it. So here are some items you can use to keep your soil from sitting bare. Always add organic matter. Organic matter can come in many different forms, so let's look at a few of them. Usually when people say mulch, they think of wood chips or pieces of wood, which is a great mulch. It will keep moisture in, keep weeds from developing so quickly. If you are putting mulch under a tree or in a permanent bed, wood chip mulch is great. If you were talking about vegetable gardening, I would avoid using wood mulch because it takes a little too long to break down. Another choice you can have, which is especially good for a vegetable garden, is straw. It's great for the vegetable garden because not only does it also keep moisture in the soil and reduce weeds, but as it breaks down, it is adding organic matter into your soil, and it breaks down a lot quicker than wood chip mulch. So it's much more ideal for a vegetable garden. Another you can use is dead leaves. If you're going to use dead leaves, I recommend shredding them first, and so they can break down quicker. A good way to shred them for the home garden is to pile them in the yard as you rake them, and then once you have a good amount of them, take your lawnmower and drive your lawnmower back and forth over them. This will shred them up. After you're done doing that, you can rake them all in a pile and add them as a mulch to your garden. Green mulches and cover crops are a really great way to protect your soil, especially in the winter when you are not growing anything. Clover, winter peas, vetch, they all add nutrients into the soil as they're growing, which is wonderful. A good soil amendment while you are waiting for spring to hit. Winter wheat is also wonderful. The good thing about green mulches is that they will grow, and then when you're ready to plant in the spring, you can just give a light till and turn the organic matter directly into your soil. It'll break down, it'll add a lot of nutrients to your soil. At the end of the day, your best option is compost. If you have a source for compost that you trust, that is excellent. If you are going to make your own compost, even better. If you have any questions on how to make compost, you can go to our Facebook page. We do have a video on composting that'll give you some easy steps on how to get started. So that's it. Those are some basic things you can do to have healthy soil. And of course, healthy soil is one of the most important things if you're going to be growing vegetables or any type of plant. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it taught you something new. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for further Vegetable Gardening 101 films, movies, videos. And as always, have a great day and have a great garden. Thank you.